Hey, you, right there, you. What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk of a topic that I think is like very important. A lot of people I've noticed a lot of people been telling me like, bro, I've hardly seen you stressed out about anything. I'm out of breath. I just had to go for a jog, me and my boy. But he told me today, I've never seen you like for the 7 years that I've known you, I've never seen you stressed out. I've never seen anything get to you. So obviously there are things that get to me. That's normal. I'm not a perfect human being. So today I'm gonna give you guys a few tips that I felt like, as I see a lot of people that's constantly stressed out, people with anxiety. I'm gonna give you guys a few tips that help me tremendously when it comes to that. All right, I actually took my time, wrote a few of them down. I'm gonna just pick this up. All right, walk around the house, bear with me, and I'm gonna leave this video raw just to prove a point of like kind of like not caring. Just do something, just do it. All right, whatever comes out. So I actually wrote down 7 tips. My favorite number is 7, so I'm gonna give you guys 7 tips. All right, I'm gonna start with the tips and then I'll go deeper. I'm gonna try to keep this video very short. Whew. So let's go. I wrote down tip number 1: being grateful. I wake up literally like every day and I look at the things that I'm grateful for. So, for example, my health is number 1. All right, my roof that I have. Right, things could be worse. It could always be better, but it could be worse. There's people out there with which are much worse. My car. Currently, I'm working on becoming a better version of me. So, for me, I see wealth in wealth to me is something like all areas of life. You cannot be financially independent for you to have better health, because without your health, you don't have nothing. So I've been grateful for all the things, my friends, my family, small things like that. All right, that's number 1. And when you're being grateful in the beginning of the day, I've noticed that it starts the day off a positive note. So instead of waking up and complaining, looking at it, all the negative things that's going on in your life, because we all have some of those, right? But it's all about perspective. So tip number 2, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I do a little bit of meditation. When I meditate, I notice I sleep better, I breathe better, and I have more control of my thoughts and my emotions. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3: reading, especially personal development books. Reading, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's all about being honest in this channel. I don't like reading, but curiosity leads me to read, because I'm curious about learning new things. And on top of that, reading can save you years of your life, because we learn from our own experiences and other people's experiences, right? So if you trying to do something that I already did, that could help you save 5 years of your life. The mistakes that I already made, I wrote them down. So reading is very valuable, and it's crazy to me that we can read and people do not read. If you look at it, that's crazy. Tip number 4: working out. I just went jogging with my friend. Unfortunately, the gym's closed. Went jogging at the beach. Did a few push-ups, a few lunges here and there. You know what I'm saying? My goal personally is to work out three times a week minimum to 5 times. You don't have to like bodybuild or whatever it is, but you do have to find an activity. You don't have to necessarily do 3 to 4 times a week, but definitely at least twice a week, and it's proven that when you work out, it's a positive stress. It releases the bad stress, and it's a positive stress coming in. And I can feel that dramatically, because when I don't work out, I feel much stressful than when I do. All right, and obviously for plenty of health benefits, and I feel amazing. I actually work out more because the way it makes me feel instead of the way I look. The way I look is the result that I get at the end. Tip number 5: your diet. Yes, people, your diet. The things that you eat affect you pretty much. I'll say you are what you eat, and that saying is, I'm gonna give you guys one example. Excuse the cars that's going on. I got the windows open. I just got home. One example is a lot of people are depressed because their gut is not healthy, and if your gut is not healthy, it causes even depression. I know it's a lot of topics when it comes to depression. I don't want to get deep into it, especially things like social media and comparing yourself to others. Yeah, and not being grateful too is one of those that contribute to being extremely depressed. But if your stomach gut is not healthy, that's one of the number 1 reasons you could be depressed. Tip number 6, a very important tip. All right, sorry, my hand's in the way. Tip number 6: stop complaining. I'm 30 years old. Sometimes I'll go out, I'll meet people 40, 50, 60. And I've noticed this, that maturity has nothing to do with age. I've met people that's 18 and their mindset and their maturity level was crazy. I'm like, the things that you can accomplish with that mindset is unbelievable. But I go out and people like 60 years old still complaining, still blaming other people. I'm like, move your bad energy over there. I don't really, I'm all about trying to be positive in my life. So I don't want that energy around me. So, and I recommend you do the same. But definitely stop complaining. I see people sometimes, I log into social media early in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock. Oh, this day is going bad. Bro, like, do something to switch your day. Put on the music. Put out a picture of somebody you love, you know? Stop complaining. I hate being around people that's complaining. Their perspective on life, they see everything in a negative way. And a lot of times, people that are complainers, they're not necessarily complaining to find what I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not necessarily complaining for you to give them to help them out or a solution. They're complaining just for the attention of complaining. Those people are lost souls. Trust me. And tip number 7. It's not really like of a tip, but one thing that really helped me let go, that really touched me, was not only reading. Even imagine like you read your own book. You went way in the future. And you're going to read your own autobiography. Now, the fact that you are successful or not at the end of your book don't really matter. I want you to know that you can control your book. It's your book, so you're in full control of your book, right? But you need to understand from beginning to end, whatever happens in the middle, it's part of the process, all right? If you see that, and it'll help you develop as a human being. So whatever that's in the middle, you need to learn to let it go. Whatever it is that's that to stress you, learn to let it go. So that's why things that get to me now, and I'd be like, is it worth it? I learn to let it go in the moment, not 2-3 years from now. Because sometimes you'll go through a situation that stress you for like 3 years, and then it'll go by. You look back at it, you're like, wow, I can't believe I was stressing over this situation, right? And sometimes you can even laugh at it. So learn to do that today, not tomorrow, not a month from now. Do that today. That will change you dramatically. So those are my 7 tips. All right. Other things that I put down that helped me a lot. I heard somebody said, learn to let go of things that you can't control. So other people's opinion, other people's behavior, other people things that they try to put on you to stress. Learn to let it go. Some people even complain about the weather. Come on, yeah. Winter time is not gonna be here forever. It's just a seasonal thing. All right. Stop complaining. And that will help you change dramatically. Like sometimes I catch myself complaining about something. I'll look at a positive way and be like, flip it like that. So complaining. And it is said that in a special book that we didn't make it to the promised land because they complain. So complaining is extremely negative to the human energy. You know what I'm saying? Another tip is to learn to trust. I trust the universe. I see things as it happens for me, but not to me. I don't know if that really makes sense, but I always learn to let go and trust everything that happens. All right. And learn to control your emotions better. A lot of people, they feel a certain way through the whole day and they think that's normal. They don't take a time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just, why am I feeling this way? So learn to take your time and feel better about yourself and control your emotions. Another thing is, another topic is, I want to say opinion. You need to learn that if I give you an opinion and you have a different opinion, that's normal. You don't have to necessarily hate people because they have a different opinion, or completely delete somebody out of your life because they have a different opinion. I have friends that have totally different opinion. That doesn't mean nothing. That's when maturity comes, accepting other people's opinion. You don't have to necessarily be negative or cut them out of your life because they have a different opinion. All right. So that's one of them. And then at the end of the day, opinions don't deposit money or withdraw money from your bank account. It's just opinion. Learn to respect other people's opinion. All right. And finally, not least, I want to talk about a little bit about anxiety. One thing that helped me dramatically improve my anxiety, I would say I don't have it. I can still feel that fear. You have to understand there's some things that can make you feel nervous. You can feel in your stomach, but you need to take action. For example, a lot of guys have anxiety when it comes to talking to beautiful women. I no longer have that. I used to have anxiety also when it comes to talking in front of people for a business meeting. I literally went to go do a business meeting and forgot my name because it's something that you're not used to. So anxiety comes from fear, right? Fear and action. Think about those two things. So that's my opinion. So let me give you an example. A lot of guys fear to talk to a beautiful woman. If you see her and you want to make an approach because you really want to, but you decided to take the action of not making an approach, that actually becomes a habit. And you see another girl and you do the same thing, it becomes a negative habit. So anxiety comes from fear because you're thinking in all these things that probably not going to happen. You'll think, oh, she's probably going to turn me down, or she might slap me, or she might make me look like a fool. You could approach her and she be into you, or she give you a number, or and these are things that you need to do constantly to create a good habit. Otherwise you literally become a bit of your own self. I didn't want to say the word. Fuck it. You literally become a bitch of your own self if you let your anxiety take over you over and over, become a bad habit. So you need to start taking more action towards the thing that you fear. So fear, you can actually use it to your advantage. Whatever you fear, you could be like, wait a minute, I don't like the way I feel that way, so I'm gonna take the opposite of what my body's telling me not to do. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so this is how I kind of got rid of my anxiety. It's something that I'm always working to improve. I think life is a journey of us becoming a better version of ourselves. All right, I like being around people like that, and I highly recommend you being around other people like that. So, and another thing is learn to be comfortable with your own self. Like I just got home from the gym. From a jog, sweating. I haven't gotten a haircut in like over 4 months because the quarantine, even though the barbershop open. But I'm like, you know what? I feel comfortable with myself. I can talk to people even though I haven't gotten a haircut in 4 months. You need to be comfortable in your own skin. You're not gonna always look the best, but let those things go. We're not here to be perfect. All right. Hopefully that helps. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. All right, guys. It helps the channel. I'm always gonna be about improving. So I'm always about improving myself, and hopefully I can help you guys improve yourself. My goal is to help as much people as I can in my journey here on this planet. All right. So give a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Comment below if anything that you guys do on a daily basis to help you become a better version of yourself, to get better when it comes to working towards with fear, anxiety, or even, like I said, this main video was how to let go. So comment below things that you do. All right. Peace and love. Punch that. Punch that. Bam. There's an individual by the name of Alan Watts. Oh man, if you guys do not know who this guy is, I highly recommend. He's definitely one of the reasons that I've learned how to let go. He's got all kinds of topics that you could choose from. As far as taking life too serious, even when it comes to the art of, like, for example, not thinking and learning how to let go. He's a great philosopher that I listen to. I've been listening to him for like at least 2 years now. All right, definitely highly recommend.